That killing here in New York that is sending shockwaves around the country. Two New York City police officers ambushed at point-blank range. The police commissioner saying they were quite simply assassinated. As other officers arrived, the street erupting into chaos. Officers following the gunmen into the subway station. Riders ordered to get down. Then the grief at the hospital where the officers died. Their colleagues right there to mourn them. And right now, neighbors gathering at a memorial at the scene of the shooting. Tonight, we are learning more about the gunman and his hate-filled message before he fired. ABC's Lindsay Davis is in Brooklyn now, leading us off tonight. Lindsay, good evening.
Good evening to you, Cecilia. A huge crowd behind me. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, we're learning that just before the shooting, police say that the suspect apparently talked to two bystanders on the street and asked them to follow him on Instagram, then said, "Watch what I'm about to do." Tonight, the moments of frenzy and chaos that ensued moments after two Brooklyn police officers were gunned down. A warning came. It was just too late. Police say within minutes of the ambush that killed officers Wenji and Liu and Rafael Ramos, two alerts came in, including a fax to the NYPD. This wanted poster of 28-year-old Ishmael Brimsley, the man police say is responsible for the execution-style killings. Police say it all began around 5:45 a.m. Saturday in Baltimore, Maryland.
Brimsley's former girlfriend was shot and seriously wounded.
Between 1:30 and 2 p.m., Baltimore County detectives called the NYPD to tell them Instagram posts by the suspect included threats against New York police officers. And just 1 minute before the shooting, that fax coming in.
Tragically, this was essentially at the same time as our officers were being ambushed.
According to the NYPD, at 2:47, officers Liu and Ramos were sitting in their marked patrol car in Brooklyn when Brimsley walked up to the passenger side of their vehicle and opened fire.
Shots fired.
Striking both officers in the head at point-blank range. SWAT teams chased the suspect to a nearby subway station. Police say the suspect then shot himself in the head.
Officer Ramos, Officer Liu died in the line of duty, protecting the city they loved.
Officers also visibly moved Saturday evening, standing at attention as the ambulance carrying the two officers passed by. Ramos joined the NYPD 3 years ago. He was a husband and father of two sons. On Facebook, one of his sons posting this: "Today I had to say goodbye to my father," he said. "He was the best father I could ask for. It's horrible that someone gets shot dead just for being a police officer." Liu had been on the job for 7 years and just got married 2 months ago. Earlier today, there were just a handful of flowers, but now dozens of police officers, flowers in hand, dozens of residents, a massive vigil at this point, both paying their respects and offering prayers for the fallen officers. Cecilia?
And that memorial still growing right there with you. Lindsay, thank you.